Jay Bird got at us, and he says his surprising headline is that Auburn goes 10-3 with a solid bowl win. Now, this would be impressive because that means that Auburn went 9-3 during the regular season, which likely means they went 3-3 in this ridiculous stretch. Here's what they have here. They got these 6 games, not all back-to-back, you understand, but they have a really tough schedule, which is the new SEC. You got Oklahoma, you're at Georgia, you're at Missouri, you're at Kentucky, you got A&M, and then you're at Alabama. 3-3 in that stretch. Year 2 for Hugh Freeze and co. When they went 6-6 last year, I think you take that and you don't look back. What it would mean if they went 9-3 in the regular season, if they were able to win the way that I just said they would win in that stretch and against those teams, it would mean that under the hood for Auburn, they made real growth with their competitive stamina. AKA, they learned how to win. Because we saw Auburn in some dogfights last year. The Alabama game comes to mind. The Georgia game comes to mind. And they just couldn't quite find a way to put those teams away. Couldn't quite find a way to have a killer instinct, if you will. And that's fine. It's only year 1. But if you go 9-3 in year 2, you have very effectively taken steps to have that killer instinct, to put teams away, to go 3-3 and likely have some exciting wins on that resume. It also means the DJ Durkin hire was a seamless transition. Okay, hey, check the box, great, happy that worked out. Quite honestly, I think that's great that he's an SEC guy and that pays dividends for you. But here's my big question. If Auburn goes 9-3, man, what happened at quarterback? Right? I mean, Auburn, they averaged, I think it was close to 26 points a game last year. If you go 9-3, your second year under Hugh Freeze, there's 2 things that maybe happened, all right? The first is you went to the portal post-spring practice, got a dude, he's a baller, plug and play, whole thing blows up in a good way. All right, that's the first option, probably the most obvious to explain. Interesting thing, though, here is what if Payton Thorne makes a big leap? That would be the other way that you get to 9-3, because I don't think you go 9-3 in the SEC without being versatile offensively. Payton Thorne last year had some pretty obvious struggles. We all saw it. He went 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, had 500 rushing yards, so he was a threat on the ground, obviously, but he threw for less than 2,000 yards on the year. He had 5 games of less than 100 yards passing. Not 200 yards passing, less than 100 yards passing. There were times where he really struggled. That was obvious. But if he's able to take that next step and really change his game night and day in year 2 under Hugh Freeze, that's the way you go 9-3 first. But from a macro level, if I'm a quarterback and I see the growth and development of Payton Thorne from year 1 to year 2 under Hugh Freeze and that second year with Hugh Freeze calling the plays, how attractive is that to potential high school recruits and future portal guys if Auburn finds themselves in that situation again? That, hey, you can come here, you can develop, you can get better from 1 year to 2 years in our system, and we're going to be able to put you in position to be successful. Because I think the run game will be there. I think they want to run the football. I think that'll be kind of their bread and butter next year. But to go 9-3, that means Payton Thorne probably took a pretty strong step forward. So a great surprising headline by our guy, Jay Bird. Appreciate him contributing to that conversation. If Auburn goes 9-3, massive leap year for Hugh Freeze and also for Payton Thorne. Hey, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.